like cover poster or whatever where you see Ray Fiennes in the Bone Temple and there's fire and like he's got crazy stuff on it. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so in for this. And I really loved this.
Yeah.
I loved this.
I was surprised at how much I liked it. And in retrospect, I think I'm going to be looking at the previous film and this as sort of the whole bloody affair.
That makes sense.
I think for me, it's all one long movie. I think that watching this one makes the previous one better. I really enjoyed everything that happened in this movie. I loved the Bone Temple. I loved, what's his name? Dr. Whatnots?
Kelson.
Kelson. I loved him.
Ian Kelson.
He was, Ray Fiennes is so good in this movie. It's kind of ridiculous.
CultPOP!
Are we live?
Yeah.
What? Oh, we're live. Oh,
No.
We loved you before we knew you. What's up to all the sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Mother Loving Geek Nation? Thank you for joining us here on the longest running geek pop culture podcast
Ever. Of all time.
CultPOP Podcast Live, episode 158. If you're new
Nailed it.
here, welcome. This is a place, a safe space to celebrate the things we love, like movies and comics and television and intricate ossuaries.
Yeah, bone temples. Come on,
Bone
man.
temples. Oh, I got a bone temple. And all the other things that scratch your dirty, nerdy itches.
It's a bone
Tonight,
teepee.
we're...
Oh my.
Nice. Tonight, we're broadcasting to you live from Young Chunk HQ,
Young Chunk!
a podcast production space here in Manny Young. I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex. It's located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia. 4327 Main Street. I said that.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, PA. It's a super rad comic shop that caters to super rad folks just like you. And it's about to cater to even more rad gamers because we're going to have Magic the Gathering nights and Dungeons and Dragon nights and board game nights and all sorts of what have yous. Joining me tonight is the greatest podcaster who's ever casted a pod.
Yeah.
Alice. Say something nice, Alice.
Something nice. Alice?
Perfect. Also joining us is Noel of A Physical Space, which, in case you didn't know, is a digital space to celebrate physical media. You can go to Instagram at physical_media_space.
I recorded a podcast with another friend earlier this week, and they gave their. I have other friends.
With podcasts?
Yeah.
What was the podcast?
And can I finish the whole story first, and then we can
No.
litigate like what I do on my
Set
off
the
hours.
scene. Set the scene first. I need an establishing
So
shot.
we were all invited to what did I just watch?
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times, and
Yeah.
I actually responded to one of the emails and
Oh, yeah, I
went and
didn't.
recorded. Yeah.
I was trusting you to respond to the email and then tell me when we were going.
I'm gonna. I said, hey, maybe one of these, and let us know. And they were like, who's the one person that wants to do this? I was like, nobody said
I didn't
anything.
see
So
any
I
of
said,
that.
yeah.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
I've
anyway,
been-
they gave out their thing, and they just said blah blah blah, all underscores. I was like,
Oh.
is that how you say it? All underscores?
At physical media space, all underscores.
I don't know if that's clear enough. Probably not, right?
Carl,
You think that's
Carls,
clear?
you're in the chat. Is that clear enough?
Hey, Carl.
Is if I said at physical media space, all underscores?
It would take me a second, but I think I would piece it together.
Either way, physical
Yeah.
_media_space.
We also want to draw your attention to the producer extraordinaire, Vicious Marshmallow, a.k.a. Tear Bear, a.k.a. T. Lizzie, a.k.a. Terry for all. I have two questions for you, Tear Bear. One, if anyone that's watching or listening wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ,
Young Chunk!
the space and services, where can they inquire?
You are going to want to head on over to our YouTube page, which is Young Chunk. So go on YouTube, go to Young Chunk, like, comment, subscribe to our shows, and get in contact with us.
No underscores.
And
No underscore.
Terry, would you like to introduce who's next to you?
Yes, and also we have with me in his debut, we have the wonderful Noah, No Booth Boy.
Pleased to meet you guys.
Follow-up question, what's your favorite zombie and or infected movie?
The TV shows don't count. It's
I
got to be a
was just
movie.
gonna-
Ooh. Zombie infected movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to lump them in because, well, we're not going to get into a conversation about rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is difficult. I mean, it might be Dawn of the Dead, the remake, the Snyder version.
Written by James Gunn.
Written by James
Snyder.
Gunn. That's a great one.
That is a good one.
I dig it.
Yeah, I think I like that
been
because
watching it
that
a
was the
long
first
time.
time we saw fast-moving, running zombies, right?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Mine's Shaun of the Dead.
I was going to say
Great
that.
one.
I won't do it. Here, can you cut that last bit out?
Yeah.
What's yours, JD?
Say something else.
Shaun of the Dead.
There it is.
Thanks. All right.
Hi.
We're killing
Tonight
it.
we're going to be discussing the sequel to last year's sequel, to 2007's sequel, to 2002's 28 Days Later, which I think was a sequel to, 28 Days?
The Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock
yeah.
feature. I'm obviously referring to 28 years later, The Bone Temple. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been doing this past week in a section I like to call What's Poppin'. Maybe a listener email, probably not because we don't have any. Some bits and bobs,
Probably not then.
more bits than bobs, I think, and all that good stuff.
And look, remember, if you're here live, feel
5th of
free to
November?
comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you're watching this later on whatever platform you're on, you could do that stuff also because we will likely respond. We don't do things outside of the cameras rolling, so we'll have time to respond.
Yeah.
If you wanted to comment, like, subscribe on any kind of thing. But yeah, you can also send us an email. Emails come to cultpopgo@gmail.com, and we'll address them here on the show that you're watching currently and or later and or can in the future to hear your emails get answered live.
Wow.
Perfect.
That
Nailed
was
it.
so
I'm so
eloquently
good
put.
at this.
Yeah. Should we move on to the section that I lovingly call What's Poppin'?
It's popping.
Oh.
Um,
Hey, Alice, this is the portion of the show that I lovingly call What's Poppin', wherein I ask my friends Alice and Noel,
I'm one of those people.
what was poppin' for you this week? I'm going to ask you now, hey, Alice, what was poppin' for you this week? Go.
I watched
yeah.
the Stranger Things documentary,
Wait.
One Last Adventure.
Oh, wait.
Wait,
Oh, the one.
isn't that actually episode 9, Conformity Gate?
It actually is. Everybody go watch it right now. Just kidding. Don't watch it right now. Keep watching us.
Put it on a separate screen next to you, and actually, if you time it up, this podcast live will
This is
will
Stranger
run
Things.
exactly with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And they'll
perfect.
both end as the clock strikes 0 on New
And
Year's.
you won't be pleased with either.
All I know about this documentary is that it reveals that they used AI.
No, it doesn't.
No,
No.
that's all I. That's all I know. I'm sorry,
it
I meant
re-
to air quote. That's all I know about this.
It reveals that somebody
Somebody.
took like a 30 times zoom onto a desktop on somebody in the writer's room,
And they
they
thought-
saw that there might have been the
I-
logo for ChatGPT in one of the 40 tabs.
That's
that were
all.
on the
That's all I
computer.
need.
I looked
Now-
at it. I could not make out what logo that was.
The fact that you can use ChatGPT to ask what dish to order
Yeah.
from a restaurant and not necessarily how should I end
How
Stranger
do I end
Things.
Stranger Things?
There's 4 gabillion things that could have been used with ChatGPT in the writer's room
Yeah.
that weren't full scripts.
Can I
so
say
maybe
that I hate
everyone chill the
fans?
fuck out. Yeah.
I just hate
Oh, yeah,
fans.
man. Oh, speaking of hating fans, you know what? Finish your wonderful. I want to hear about this. I haven't watched the documentary.
It was. Well, no. What were you saying about? Now I'm curious about what you're going to say about fans.
They fuck.
You talking ceiling fans, tabletops? What are we talking?
I love table fans.
Table fans.
And my desk at work, just a nice little cool breeze. I
I-
need circulation. I just always need circulation, whether I'm hot or cold.
All year long, I sleep with a fan on in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fan of fans.
Just your child, just like have a fan.
Yeah.
Today, it was like rumored but not actually confirmed that Christina Hodson
Hodgkin's disease. I don't
Nope.
know.
is
No.
the new writer on Batman: Brave and the Bold,
Oh.
and the
movie.
movie.
Okay.
And they are credited writers for what I think The Flash and Birds of Prey and Bumblebee and
Oh, I like Bumblebee.
something else. So everyone immediately is, we're fucked. It's going to be the worst goddamn thing in the world. Everybody buckle in. It's terrible. Did you see The Flash? It's terrible. So the first thing I thought was like, 1, chill the fuck out. 2, you clearly have no idea what a writer's role and goal actually is
Yeah.
in the making of a movie. Like they genuinely usually never have any kind of control on how something turns out.
No.
They literally just know how to script and format. And they do that well. So calling her a bad writer because you didn't like 2
Flash.
of her like 5 movies. Also, you don't know what hasn't been produced, like the 40 or
Right.
50 scripts that she's gotten purchased under option.
Yeah.
Chill out. Just chill out.
Like, I hear what you're saying, but if I may also retort, she's a woman.
I don't know if that's the reason
So
why.
she deserves all the hate she gets. No.
I just know that all of Reddit hates everything that
all
is
the
announced,
time.
and most of
Fuck
it's not
off.
even
Yeah.
announced.
Christina Hodson.
Hodson. thank you.
Hodson, British screenwriter. Unforgettable, Shut In, coming in 2016. I don't know why it says that.
Coming in
Batgirl,
2016.
which got canceled. Birds of Prey, Fast X Part 2.
I think so. Some of these
Coming in
she wasn't even.
2027.
So like, talk about the Flash.
The Flash.
She was like the last credited writer,
Yeah.
but it was like in production for 10 years
Yeah.
with like 7 different creative teams, and then just kept getting. Come on, like
I did love
who's
Bumblebee.
responsible for what?
Bumblebee was awesome.
And in Reddit forums, everybody was just like, "Yeah, but Bumblebee was cool." No, it wasn't. It was shit. So it's
Yeah.
just
Shut up.
it becomes this perpetual cycle of everyone being mad because the goal is to be mad.
But also, she's a woman. And I guarantee you a lot of that is
Yeah.
just coming from people
Probably, but even in good faith,
girls have cooties.
It's
Yeah.
basically somebody who's never touched a car telling you how your car's not running well.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
Relax.
Mm-hmm.
All you know how to do is push the accelerator.
Play.
Yeah. Anyway.
I agree. Stranger Things documentary.
Stranger Things documentary. It's called One Last Adventure.
Uh-huh. Go on. No, just the fact that we...
Conformity Gate, episode 9.
Yeah.
One Last Adventure.
Yeah, Conformity
The
Gate.
real ending. Go.
The real ending. It was. I really enjoyed it. It's 2 hours. I could watch people build practical sets for hours and hours and hours. I was thinking that when I was watching it, like the job I have now, my death investigator job it's genuinely what I think I was put on this earth to do. I think it's fulfills me. I love it so much. But if I were to have a backup plan or another dream of mine, I would love to work in practical effects, special effects, doing any kind of set work like that or costume design. My God, it was so fun watching these people put it together, watching the sculptors put it together, watching them put together the scene in the Wheeler house with Karen Wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 3. I don't know how much spoilery we want to get, but oh my God.
Good weeks.
We already
It
spoiled
was
it.
so good.
Yeah.
It was so good watching them all put it together.
Is that, I'm sorry, is that the Nightmare on Elm Street Home Alone sequence? Where
No.
okay.
No, the
traps.
the wine mom
Oh,
sequence.
no, the Wine Mom
Wine Mom,
sequence.
okay.
Wine Mom.
Yeah.
It's the Wine Mom sequence.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah. And it's, oh my God. I had so much fun just watching those bits of it and watching them put together, writing it.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Pink's in the chat.
No, I
This is
haven't
forever
watched
ago.
yet. I'm sorry.
Which
This-
one is it?
I don't know. We weren't allowed to
Oh,
No,
know
you
what
weren't
movie
allowed
it
to know.
was.
I'm so sorry. I dropped the ball on
So
all my
can we,
emails.
like,
I've been
not
distracted
everybody's-
and sad. I'm so
Not
sorry.
everybody's seeing this. So Pink is in the chat.
I got
Pink,
it.
thank you for joining. Oh, you got it over there? Not a Safe Space, JD, and collective majority of horror fans shit on my all-time favorite zombie movie. I never
Why
get a
is it JD and?
because maybe it's not me.
Is it not Noel?
I just care if it's not me.
Yeah.
I never got a response to my email to Alice about it.
I'm so
she
sorry,
may not have
Pink.
been impressed either.
No, I
it sounds
haven't
like she didn't watch
watched it yet.
it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Is it-
I will respond to your email.
Can we play like
20
questions to try and guess what it is?
No.
Why not?
No, because I'm still talking about the Stranger Things documentary. I've been trying to
let
talk
it.
about it for 10 goddamn minutes.
True.
We got nothing but time. These guys, they're having a good time.
I'm on call tonight.
Oh,
So,
So
is
we got
was
till
it a
11?
documentary. So Stranger Things doc. Is it all of Stranger Things or was it just the final season?
It was just the final season.
Okay.
But they do show snippets of like the kids in the first season, and like obviously there's flashbacks. There's flashbacks of the Duffer Brothers from when they were making like home movies. The first Christmas they got a video camera when they were in the 4th grade,
That's cute.
which I thought was really cute and adorable. They just talk about a lot of their inspirations, like the directors that they were inspired by: Spielberg, Burton, John Woo was in there too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, it was
Very cool.
it was really cool to see, and I don't know, people were shitting on it. People were shitting on Stranger Things.
Man,
I
they
wasn't here
shit
for
on
the Stranger
everything.
Things. I wasn't here for the Stranger Things episode, but I sent my email and I thought this season was a blast. I had
Yeah.
fun.
I had fun too.
I mean, I've talked about this a few times. No matter like if you love a show this much, and I've loved this show for a decade, as everybody else has, you're like, there's gonna be some things in the ending where you're like, oh, maybe I would have done this different. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't
yeah,
hate it.
same. Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it.
I think two things can exist at the same time. I had problems with it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Net
And-
positive, like
Yeah, it was totally net positive. I think they overdid it for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, hey, simple's sometimes better.
Mm.
But besides that, I had no issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question that he's not prepared for because it was kind of in that podcast, and I know what the answer is.
Okay, I'm excited.
Who's the main character of Stranger Things?
Oh.
I know what the answer most people say is, and I don't know if that's the right answer.
Most
I
answer,
would've said.
most people say I would think is L, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Will?
No, actually, the show starts and ends with
Mike. Yeah.
I
was thinking that
he's the avatar through which the
he's the
plot kind of
storyteller.
happens, and he's the storyteller. So
And he's the one typing at the end?
yeah, so I think it's technically Mike. However, he's not the main focus of the whole show, which you can't make one character the focus of a 5-season show. If it was a movie, it'd be Mike. And Elle is just a catalyst. But we spend so much time with Elle because you have the time that it's like she's the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had seen an interesting theory that Elle is basically just E.T.
Kinda.
Right? Like you've got your group of friends, you've got your group of characters, an alien comes in, another comes in, disrupts their whole life. They are all wrapped together for quite a while, and then that other leaves.
And they
that's
define themselves
basically-
by that,
Yeah.
by who they become with that like catalyst, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Elle's just E.T.
Elle's kind of a disruptor more than she is
Yeah.
like the main focal point.
Yeah.
But because you have a show, you've got time to explore where she came from to come and disrupt.
Yeah.
But it still all comes back to that core
Yeah.
Yeah.
two people, and the main of those people is Mike,
Yeah.
right?
I would say Mike. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
I
bad.
also have another question
Yeah.
regarding this is a big spoiler for Stranger Things season 5.
Everyone does.
Be prepared. Will, is he a sorcerer or is he technically a warlock?
Wait, what's the difference between the two?
Sorcerer, your power is innate. Warlock, you draw it from a source. Usually you make like a pact is typically how it's done, but I don't think it depends on the lore you
I
read.
think sorcerer, especially because we have no indication that he is continuing to draw it or is able to draw it after,
Yeah.
and he has no other source for it.
so sorcerer is innate, like he would have it without Vecna. He gets his power from Vecna.
From
though.
Vecna. So he's, yeah.
I thought
So
it,
not
I
a
thought,
sorcerer.
I thought that meant. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just saying.
It's a whole
The way,
discourse.
the way that they describe it in the show, I thought it meant that he does not need training in order to activate and or use it. He has innate abilities
Correct.
to work the
Yes.
magic, and that's why
Correct.
he's a sorcerer, not a wizard.
a wizard, yeah, he's not a wizard.
They never introduced one.
Warlock
Harry's
is a
a
different
wizard.
thing. Warlock is like you make a pact and you get your powers from a god or a source. So like someone gives you your powers. You're not like reading books and learning like a wizard.
How's this
He's
for
a
an answer?
warlock.
How's this for an answer?
But
He's probably a warlock. But in the context of the show, they never give that as an option, so he's a sorcerer.
so okay, this is another interesting thing. I was
Right?
texting my sister about it because we're D&D nerds. Because there's a whole discourse on Reddit about it. Apparently, people are
Reddit
saying,
is the place to go to have the dumbest arguments, but it's kind of
but
fun.
wait. So
I'm not
I
gonna
think for the purpose of the script, I think it's important that he is a sorcerer because that moment he isn't thinking about Vecna. He hears Robin's speech in his head. It's about accepting himself for who he is. So his power is him accepting himself for who he is, and that's when he is able to own this power and kill all the demodogs or demogorgons. So that context for the script, I get. He's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense. But like if you're looking at it literally, like he has his powers because he's connected to Vecna.
Yeah.
He never really made a pact with him, which I don't. Again, other people who know D&D more than I do, don't come at me if that's not exactly true. But sorcerer wasn't. Oh, I'm gonna mix up these two. Sorcerer wasn't a class until 2000,
Oh, what?
Okay.
Oh.
and warlock also wasn't a class until like 2000, 2004. It was like
Ah,
they're both
plot
like much
hole.
later. No, I think.
Actually,
Again, correct
no, wait, no,
me if
not
I'm
a plot
wrong
hole. Not a
politely,
plot hole.
please. Don't come
Yeah.
at me, but
Come
yeah.
at her.
I wish I was around to litigate that too.
Plot holes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I was
Now I have to look
I
it
was
up to make
kind
sure
of
I'm
fighting
right.
in the comments a little bit about it. I don't think anyone's wrong. It's just I think everyone is using the term plot hole
Right.
incorrectly.
Right.
Like a plot hole is this scene is missing and it doesn't account for actual plot progression off screen, and you still know what happened.
Not a plot hole. Yeah.
It could be dissatisfying.
Sure.
It could be uninteresting. It could suck. Not a plot hole.
Yeah.
Like a plot hole is I don't have a soda, and the next scene I have a fucking soda and I'm drinking it with no actual indication that like this soda, where it came from or how it arrived, but it's important to the plot. You know, like that's a plot hole. Just saying I had a soda off screen is not a plot
Right,
hole.
yeah.
You don't have to see the soda.
In one scene you had a soda, and the next scene they don't even mention that you had a soda. Plot hole.
Not a plot hole. Continuity error.
No, I mean just that you probably finished it off screen is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was done with the soda.
Yeah. It reached its logical
But
end.
to be completely fair
Off-screen.
to the plot hole
Ists.
Plot hole police.
Yeah,
Yes.
to be completely
Nice.
fair to the plot hole police, if you are being dragged out of something so much that you are looking for little things here and there, that means something didn't work for you. And that's okay. But it's not because it wasn't on screen. It was because you just weren't emotionally invested for some other reason. And that's what you should explore, not he's wearing a different shirt or how come we didn't see them break up? Like it was immaterial to the plot that they were telling.
How come the desert wasn't hot?
Well, that's not a plot hole. That's
I know.
well, I'm talking more specifically about like we skip forward 18 months. How come I don't know if Robin's still dating that person? How come
Yeah.
I don't know when they got the job? How come I don't know?
What happened
Like
with the military?
those aren't plot holes.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't show you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Carl's is in the chat saying, when exactly did fandom become so fucking toxic?
2002.
I believe it was
99.
99? What was 99?
Phantom Menace.
Oh, is that it? Oh shit, you might be right.
I think that was the Flashpoint.
I was gonna say The Last Jedi, but you're right. It way precedes
Way
that.
before there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Star Wars though. It was bread.
Episode 1. Oof. Yeah.
No,
Oofa
I've
doofa.
always seen this like nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
Yep.
I'm like,
But
True.
we didn't have the means to be so angry and mean in Legion when Phantom Menace came out. So actually, that's why I
about
think
I don't know, bud. We found each other. I was on forums.
Yeah.
We did. It was dial up, and it wasn't as.
But it wasn't as public as what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it turning into toxic fandom. I think the internet, like social media, greatly helped with that, and that didn't
Yeah.
exist in the
How about
90s.
this? How about this? I think the seeds were the seeds were planted. Phantom Menace,
Yeah.
and then all of us finding each other on the internet, but they didn't become the beautiful tree of asshole that does now exist until the Snyder Cut discourse.
Oh.
I think that coincides at the same time as like The Last Jedi in how fervent people got. That's when death threats started arriving with the Zack Snyder stuff and the Joss Whedon stuff. I think. Does anybody gonna disagree with me? Like
No.
I think that might be around
Sounds about it.
the same time.
Yeah.
when did toxic fandom start?
When did Toxic Fandom start?
While the term toxic fandom is a relatively modern buzzword, the behavior itself.
1893.
They were mad about Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, here we go.
Outraged
2000s.
fans. That's funny.
2000s. The digital age shift. Star Wars prequels led to intense backlash. 2014 modern toxicity, Gamergate.
Oh,
2014.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But
yeah.
still, that 2014 does
Ownership
align
mentality is
with
definitely
the basically the DCEU stuff, and they kept what did they like scrap half the movie and then reshot a bunch of stuff, and then he had to leave for family reasons, and then they hired Josh to come in and reshot a bunch. Like I think it all turned into like
Same, yeah.
a craziness right then.
So lame. Anyway, hey Noel, what was up? What was popping with you this week?
You know what?
Let's make it quick.
I am so happy that
I've been
Pink
wanting to see this.
that Pink and Carl are here because I want to talk about The Keep, Michael Mann's The Keep from 1986.
I almost ordered this.
You might not like it.
I mean, I want to see it because of Michael Mann.
I'm gonna have trouble taking that out, so it's just gonna stay in this.
Oh.
Because you need like a.
Oh God. Oh God.
There it is.
Oh,
It
careful.
happened.
Careful.
I did it. Yeah.
Gentle. Be gentle.
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, I want you to be gentle.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
Slower.
So this
Ooh.
is the
Shiny.
Vinegar Syndrome edition, 4K edition of the theatrical version of 1986's The Keep, written and directed by Michael Mann, based on a novel by someone else. I don't know. I don't remember that much. Starring Scott Glenn, Ian McKellen, Gabriel Byrne, other people. It's a weird flicka. I know Carl really enjoys it. I did enjoy it. I think what's more interesting about this, though, is the story of this movie being made.
Oh, I love those. Tell me.
The original cut of this. So it's about it's 1941. It's about Romanian soldiers who are part of the Axis, but also like want to keep to their own. But they're surveying lands for towards the end of World War II, and a lot of land is up for grabs. So they are protecting this keep on the mountainside in Romania, and it's mysterious. It's huge. It's crazy. And it's got 158 nickel crosses all perfectly put in it, and it's structured backwards where it looks like it's keeping something inside and not keeping people out, and blah blah blah. The soldiers are occupying it. One of them decides to move one of the crosses, and then they have a birthday party, and everything's great. Yeah. But it unleashes an evil, blah blah blah. One of the coolest bits of it is Ian McKellen plays a very, very old man in a concentration camp who he's a specialist, and they, bring him back, and then he gets de-aged. It's weird. This movie's weird. Beautiful transfer, but the original cut was close to 4 hours long. Paramount Pictures was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
So then,
Don't mind if we don't.
So then they did a 3-hour cut, and test audiences were like, fuck off. So then Paramount basically took control of it, and with Michael Mann created a 96-minute version. This is the 96-minute theatrical version. There are like 8 versions of this movie. This is not unlike what happened with Blade Runner, where there's like a television cut that was available in some countries. There's a director's cut that we'll probably never ever see because they destroyed footage and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
But watching just the 96-minute one, the production is beautiful. Like, the set design is amazing. The creature effects are really, really cool.
I love creature effects.
The idea of it all is really, really wonderful, but it is like a outline of a better movie. Like, people show up and then all of a sudden they're having sex. They just met. They're having, like, there are, or like, here's the rules really quick, and it happened. Like, things happen so fucking fast in this movie. So like, it's cool in snapshot, but the experience is a little wild and a little weird. But this edition is wonderful. The extras are wonderful. Perfect bound book. This is the second edition of theirs, because the first edition that was only available on their website sold out in less than a day. And then they did a retailer exclusive one. So like the covers are different, but I had to snap it up right away because I always wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty.
I have not always wanted to see it, but I did watch kind of recently Thief by Michael Mann. Michael Mann's first movie, which I liked a lot. And so this is his follow-up to Thief, his second
right
film.
after.
So so I had not even heard of this movie until maybe a month or two ago.
And I got to get weird about it. It's a nice, rigid hard case.
Like
even the
stuff.
slip cover, the O-ring, is like a thicker cardboard, so it actually sticks around. This is a great addition.
Nice.
Vinegar Syndrome, awesome shit.
How much was it?
This one, 40 something.
Gotcha.
Now the ones in my bag were a little bit more expensive.
Let's see what's in your bag.
That's what's in your bag. Pink Apocalypse says, I will absolutely check this out. I've also been a lifelong Michael Mann fan. Is it bad to say that I think the first time I ever noted his name, Michael Mann, was the Tom Cruise.
Collateral.
Oh, Collateral. Great movie.
Collateral. I've revisited that more than Heat.
So these are also Vinegar Syndrome. This is just one of their partnerships special editions.
Yeah.
See, it's a rigid case. Great.
Yeah.
These are their VSU sub-labels. This is Vinegar Syndrome Ultra.
Look at that.
So it's a large hard case with a magnetic clasp inside with a ribbon. You've got a perfect bound book and the actual movie in 4K.
It's a Jim Mahfood cover art.
With original cover art, also new original art for the hardcover, and then this. And then what I love about these jewel cases usually is that they also offer the original art on the reverse side.
Oh, wonderful.
So you could turn it around and do what you want with it.
Stop, that's awesome.
I haven't seen this movie since I snuck the VHS forever ago.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever seen Tank Girl?
No, I haven't.
Love it.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Jamie Hewlett.
Jamie Hewlett.
This is a weird movie, and it's pretty wonderful.
It's really fun.
If you've ever wanted to see a mutant iced tea kangaroo,
I see the rapper.
I know. I've always wanted to see this.
That's it.
I thought you guys knew that about me.
And the other one I have, the other VSU label, a sub-label is Garbage Pail Kids, the movie.
Oh my God.
Or the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Sorry. Also, magnetic clasp. This is my favorite insert. You ready for it? Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Same artist.
Not enough. Yeah. Not enough. Oh, God.
Oh, that's awesome.
These are
That's so fun.
I remember seeing this. I don't know if I saw it in the theater. Was it ever in the theater?
maybe for a hot second.
I definitely saw it on VHS multiple times.
Perfect Bound book, same artist.
Is this where your love of wet puppets came from?
I think it was,
the
it was a
origin?
confluence of a couple of different movies when it comes to wet puppets, but this is definitely one of them.
Wet puppets.
I started writing about this, and I might still, but the beginning of the article was basically when I was around 8 or 9, my dad, wet puppets, baby. My dad,
World's wettest puppet.
during the summer, our local video store had punch cards, 10 free rentals with 1 punch card.
Oh yeah.
And to keep us, or me basically, busy during his work hours during the day, he gave me my own punch card, and I was able to go walk like the 3 or 4 blocks to the video store. I wasted way too many punches on Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other one was Little Shop of Horrors. And
Love Little Shop of Horrors.
Big Trouble in Little China.
All another good one.
Wet puppet
Another
movies.
wet puppet.
Yeah, they're all wet puppet movies. So it did come from somewhere. Awesome. But Vinegar Syndrome, awesome. They just had, so twice a year or 3 times a year, they have these weird, crazy, awesome sales.
Yeah.
There's Black Friday sale. So for the week of, that's Sean Astin's brother. It's Mackenzie Astin.
Yeah.
For the week of Black Friday, every day is a new deal, and then they have like new things released. You order what you want, and they give you points and all kinds of stuff, but then they don't ship it out until like a month later in one fell swoop. So it's like slow payments.
Yeah.
They do the same thing the first week of the year. So I did just get a box yesterday with
That's
a bunch
awesome.
of
look at that.
new stuff in it, and I'm very excited.
This is wonderful. I love this. I love living vicariously through you because I can't afford any of this.
Well, I sell.
Very cool.
I got to be honest. I sell a lot of stuff in order to afford new stuff.
Yeah. I like that. You rotate it. Yeah.
I try and let the habit fund itself.
Yeah.
Just earlier this week, I had a couple of things that somebody wanted, and I had a couple of like limited editions,
I know
and
this one.
he had some steel books that I really wanted from like
The Garbage Pail Kids.
like
So good.
RoboCop steel books and kind of stuff.
Oh, nice.
1 for 1. I sent out the package yesterday, and I'm supposed to get them. So like I trade and I push and stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
Great. That's awesome. Pink says, I got hooked on him through Miami Vice, Michael Mann. Not going to lie, that scene with Don Johnson screaming, I trusted you, in the pilot movie gives me chills just thinking about it.
Pink,
I've never seen Miami Vice.
It's awesome. Are you excited about the remake that's coming out of Miami Vice?
Thrice.
Yeah, it's going to be Joseph Kaczynski, the guy that did F1 and Top Gun Maverick and Tron
cool.
Legacy. And I think Michael B. Jordan, too.
Nice. This is cool. All right. Hey, what was popping for me this week? I'll tell you, it was a movie called The Pledge, which came out in 2001. It's directed by Sean Penn. And it's a little film starring Jack Nicholson and Jack Nicholson. He's a new guy.
Wait, that's the dude that goes to all the Lakers games, right?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Aaron Eckhart.
He was in Wolf, wasn't he?
Yes,
James
I've been
Spader?
dying to rewatch Wolf.
With James Spader and Michelle Pfeiffer?
All I remember
my
about the
God,
movie Wolf
yes.
is the really awkward scene where Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer are sitting at a kitchen table drinking a glass of milk and chewing peanut butter sandwiches, crunchy peanut butter.
It's not
and
weird.
And I remember just being like, man, they are just really lingering on this crunching, this peanut butter crunching. I've been dying to rewatch Wolf. I haven't seen it since, I don't know, the theater. Anywho, the pledge came out in 2001, and it just popped up on, I don't know, streaming service, and I was like, oh man, and Jack Nicholson movie The Pledge, I kind of remember the end of this movie. I remember it being sort of a bummer, but I don't remember that much about it. And directed by Sean Penn. It's got I'm not sure it holds up so well. It's got Benicio del Toro playing a mentally behind Native American.
No problem yet.
If you don't want to feel good, maybe watch The Pledge.
Is this like a time capsule? So you said it doesn't, some pieces of it don't age well, but sometimes when you watch those types of movies, they almost feel like a time capsule of what was or wasn't
appropriate.
Or flies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is it even a fun watch in that
No.
regard?
No.
Nothing fun about this?
There's nothing fun about this movie. Basically, you've got Jack Nicholson is a cop, a detective who is on his literal last day right before retirement. He's at his retirement party. He is beloved by all of his coworkers. He is very good at his job, but he's retiring and he doesn't quite know what he's going to do, but he's had enough. And while he's there, he sees that I guess his previous partner is getting a phone call and scurries away. And so he pokes his nose in and finds out that this little girl has been murdered and found. And they've hauled in Benicio del Toro as a suspect. So he gets involved. And then he winds up meeting with the mother of the little girl, played by Patricia Clarkson.
Oh, wow.
And she makes him promise to find the little girl's killer the last day on the job. And it doesn't go well, is what I'll say. It has one of the sort of most nihilistic and depressing endings I've seen in a while. It's not quite up there with The Mist,
Oof.
but it's pretty sad. It's a big bummer.
Scale of 1 to Mist. How many Limp Biscuits does this?
How many
This
Limp
is-
Biscuits?
This is like 6 out of 10 Limp Biscuits.
So how many hot
Is that
dogs
good
in
or bad?
starfish water?
What?
Hot dog
What?
flavored water.
Hot dog flavored water. Thank you. How many buckets of
Starfish.
hot dog flavored water?
2.
Out of?
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's pretty
Wait,
nasty.
do you want more or less buckets of hot dog water? I don't understand the
You
scale.
have to ask, you'll never know.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
God.
That's the name of their second album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So The Pledge, I don't recommend it.
I forgot about that.
It's very well acted. It's very well put together. It is heartbreaking, but I watched it over several nights after my family went to bed. And when it was over, I just went, okay.
Oh,
It was a bummer.
kept going.
What do you
Had
mean?
to finish it.
I had to finish. Well, yeah, because I wanted to see how it was going to end up, but the ending makes me not recommend it.
Mm.
You know, it lived or died by the ending that they chose, and it wasn't for me. So yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I hope the next thing you decide to spend a couple nights on is not dissatisfying.
I hope it's The Keep. Actually, if you let me take that home. 28 years later, let's get into it. Let's get into the show. 28 years later, The Bone Temple came out in 2026. That's this
Yeah.
year. Written by Alex Garland, directed by Nia DaCosta.
Yeah.
Not who you thought I was going to say. Cast is Rafe
Rafe.
Fiennes,
Fines.
Chi Lewis Perry,
Yeah.
Jack O'Connor, Erin Kellyman, and Alfie Williams. Dr. Kelson finds himself in a shocking new relationship with consequences that could change the world as he knows it, while Spike's encounter with Jimmy Crystal becomes a nightmare he can't escape. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 93%, audience score is 88%, Metacritic has it at an 80, and Cinema Score, A-. So before we dive into our general thoughts about 28 years later, The Bone Temple from 2026, let's do a brief synopsis on our thoughts on 28 years later before The Bone Temple, which I think is what it was called.
That's exactly what it was
The
called.
pre-bone temple?
Pre-Bone Temple.
Pre-Bone Temple.
What did
and
you
we're
think?
like, why did they call it this?
Noel.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a classic.
Nope.
Go on
Go on
I
your feet.
ultimately really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and we talked about this in the main episode. Post production. I'm gonna say I'm gonna move my mouth and you fill in what actual episode it was.
Nice.
Yeah, we discussed it in length on CultPOP Live podcast episode
130.
Perfect.
Unless you
Amazing.
want
I
to
love
fill,
that
do you want to
episode.
fill one in for me? Episode number
130.
I don't know the number either.
Christ. Yes, and me.
113.
Thank you. Anyway, I think the first 30 minutes, I was wondering why I am bothering watching this movie.
Mhm.
It was a complete and utter retread of every single thing we have seen in every single zombie and or infected movie
Mhm.
that has occurred over the last 25 years via 28 days later.
Yes.
And then the movie is done with that and becomes a very, very, very fascinating exploration about family, life, death, and the meaning of all things in the apocalypse.
Mhm.
Loved it. Loved that bit of the movie. Then it ends on a weird fucking, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The tonal
A
shift.
big WTF, last 3 minutes.
Net positive. I didn't care for the first act. I really, really loved most of it, and then it left me hanging. So I was interested.
Yeah.
I think it's an awesome movie, but I would not argue with anybody about how weird it is.
Because of that last 3 minutes
Mhm.
of 28 years later, pre-Bone Temple,
Mhm.
were you excited for this?
Very.
Yeah, you were just like, ooh, I
Well,
can't
I mean,
wait to see where this goes.
It was intriguing of a weird
Mm-hmm.
button on the end of the movie, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
it was intriguing enough to be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. It felt like it
Can't
was
wait.
directed by an entirely different director.
It wasn't
for me. I know.
At all.
But it
Yeah.
felt like it was. It felt like someone else came in. And so the way I interpreted the end of that movie was maybe this last section was directed by whoever's going to be directing the next movie,
You know what?
which it wasn't.
Maybe, but in hindsight, not at all, because that also aligns with Danny Boyle. If you've ever seen like A Life Less Ordinary,
Oh,
and
yes. I
like
forgot about that, yeah.
he does have those kind of like weird spurts of
Bonkers, yeah.
like there's like animated sequences out of nowhere and weird like so.
Did he do The Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Literally a video game
video game
interstitial
sequence
Yeah.
for no reason. Yeah.
So it like in the context of 28 years later, it was like this is really weird tonal shift. But in hindsight, it's just like it's kind of Danny Boyle's bag, especially after seeing this one.
So yeah, I felt similarly about all of that. I wasn't. I did not check out in the beginning of the movie. I didn't say, "Why am I watching this?" Because even though it was a bunch of retread of pastiche that we've seen, I think it was very well done.
I feel bad. I didn't mean to be dismissive. It
Oh,
was
no.
it was more. It was more. What about this?
Yeah. Why did
they,
we come back?
Did
do
they?
this?
And it wasn't even like why did Fox come back? Why did Alex Garland and Danny Boyle want to come back if they're just going to do this?
Yeah.
Not. It wasn't good for what it was. I'm sorry. I sounded
That's not-
dismissive. Yeah.
No, not at all.
All right.
So yeah, I was still in. I was clocked in. I really enjoyed. And I liked what they, kind of like the whole Brexit 1-to-1 and all that sort of stuff. With I love the small village, and I like the relationship between the father and the son, Spike, and how imperfect that was. I really enjoyed their time together, and the sequence where they're running and they're being chased by infected
Over
by
the bridge in the water.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
the
oh my
tide.
God.
so good. Just so well shot and very well executed. And then the last 3 minutes happened and we all went, what was that? And so it kind of put a bit of a downer on the experience for me, just in the same way that the end of the pledge was like, I don't know if I really care about that after all.
Oh, interesting.
But I was certainly interested enough by the end of that. And when I asked Sushan if she wanted to go see this in the theater, the Bone Temple, she was like, I don't know. After the last one, I don't think so. Yeah, it sort of left a bad taste in her mouth. And that's how I got to this place. I was like, I'm interested to see it. I don't know how it's going to go. I like Nia DaCosta. I think that The Marvels is underrated. I really think that her sequel to
Candyman.
Candyman is
I
underrated. I
love
thought
the
that was
sequel to Candyman.
excellent.
Never saw
I really enjoyed that.
That was the first movie I saw in theaters post-COVID.
ever.
Mhm.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah,
Just new to the
I
world.
thought it was really strong. So
I woke up. I was like,
I woke up in the theater.
what is this black box room?
I woke up in the theater and I took out my phone, and then Noel yelled at me.
yeah,
I was like, not here. No. Yeah.
so yeah,
I really, really loved the last movie. And I actually really did. I liked the ending, but I had a little bit of a heads up going in. I didn't have it spoiled, but someone on, it was Instagram or TikToks, like posted a funny thing. It was like me after the tone shift in 28 years later. And I'm like, oh, okay, so something crazy happens.
yeah.
And so I was kind of like waiting towards the end. I was like, where's the crazy tone shift going to come up? And I was like, oh, I know. Okay, this has
There
to be
you
it.
are.
There you are.
Hello,
All right, Power Rangers people in in matching
in blonde wings,
and blonde wigs, and yeah. But I really, really liked the story. I I mean, obviously I'm intrigued by death and Memento Mori, Memento Vivere, that whole monologue that Ralph Fiennes gives about that like, oh my God, I was like, this is why I like Death Investigation. He gets it. Like people are like, oh, you just like spooky stuff. I'm like, no, it's like life and death and it all goes together. And like, I do it because I love the living as much as I love like, oh, my spooky. It was like, I was like, Ralph, I want to hang out with Ralph Fiennes in the Bone Temple. He gets it. He gets it.
So you loved this.
I loved this one.
Okay.
Oh,
The new
great.
one.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, sorry.
It just was a perfect segue.
Yeah,
so
you loved
this
the
this
thing you love
one
the
I
most is literally a feature length of just that.
loved as soon as I saw it was 28 years later the Bone Temple, I'm like,
Yeah.
yes. And I saw like I didn't see any trailers or anything for this, but the like cover poster or whatever where you see Ralph Fiennes in the Bone Temple and there's fire and like he's got crazy stuff on it. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so in for this. And I really loved this.
Yeah.
I loved this. Yeah.
Same. I was surprised at how much I liked it. And in retrospect, I think I'm going to be looking at the previous film and this as sort of the whole bloody affair. I think for me, it's all one long movie. I think that watching this one makes the previous one better. I really enjoyed everything that happened in this movie. I loved the Bone Temple. I loved, what's his name? Dr. Whatnot?
Kelson.
Kelson. I loved him.
Ian Kelson.
Ian Kelson. He was, Ralph Fiennes is so good in this movie. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I loved everything with Samson. I didn't know how that was going to play out. It was very tense, but I love how it went. And I really didn't get any of the bonkers Mighty Morphin Power Rangers vibes that we got in the last 3 minutes of the previous film.
Oh no.
These are serious as cancer.
They were
the
scary.
Jimmies. The Jimmies are terrifying, I think, even more so than a lot of the zombie sequences were in the first two films. So, yeah, man, how everything in this movie shakes out, I think, is really strong. I love that for being a air quote zombie movie, it has so much to say and it has a lot of interest in exploring life and death and what these things mean.
I'm obsessed with it.
It was really, really well done. And it's kind of a sweetheart of a movie despite all the gore. I think the things that stick with me are the conversations that are had here and the relationships that are sort of formed.
Can I, before you start?
Yeah, man.
So you said Samson. That reminded me of, clocked it immediately. I thought of my friend Sam, who is
my wife.
Because we went to a craft thing together where we made little felt monster thing keychains, and I named mine Samson, and he's falling apart. But here he is. This is my Samson.
Hi, Samson.
I forgot her.
He had two eyes.
What was her name?
Fred.
Fred. Yeah,
Fred
sorry,
and
it was
Samson.
Fred and
They were
Samson.
besties. They still are. My guy just doesn't have eyes anymore. But that as soon as they said his name was Samson, I was like, oh my God,
Samson.
I have my keychain.
Yeah.
It's me with Sam.
I love this movie. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you guys said. Next. No.
Okay.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I think the real star is Nia DaCosta. So I love that she did not try to mimic the aesthetic of the other movies. One bit. Literally the first shot in this is a crane shot over an empty bathtub or an empty pool. In the other films, it would have been a shaky, small, intimate thing. Just from jump, she places everything a little on high and smoother because it's a different conversation in the same world, right? It's a different tone in the same space. And I thought that was fucking...
I didn't even clock that.
Absolutely. Like, it was 3 minutes in and I realized, like, oh, it's high definition.
Yeah.
It's smooth camera movements and we're getting cranes.
I don't have a headache yet.
Yeah.
But there is a
Motion sickness.
a lo-fi immediacy to those other movies, and that's what makes them work. This one, it's immaterial to the conversation, so we're pulling back and we're just going to actually like present it in long takes, wide shots, big spaces, because what's happening in those spaces is infinitely more interesting than the mechanics of how they survive or how they hunt or how, this movie wasn't concerned with any of that shit, and I loved every second of it for it. Like, we spend an hour and a half of this runtime with two characters, one who can't talk to the other one, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Also, Jack O'Connell, Jimmy Crystal.
Oh my God.
Awesome. God damn it.
Bone
he was
chilling.
awesome.
And
Bone
but-
temple
and
chilling.
his fingers, his 7 fingers.
Yeah.
7 fingers, and he's always got.
Yeah, he's always doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's his 7 fingers, his 7. I
So good. I didn't realize until just today that it's the same gentleman from Sinners.
Yes.
Blows my mind.
So good in both movies.
Yeah.
there's end of the second act of this movie, Kelson, and so it's happening in parallel. The Jimmies obtain Spike, and we see that horror, and then Kelson is rehabilitating or trying to rehabilitate Samson, our alpha. When those plots converge, it is the most engaging conversations I've seen on film in like the last 5 years.
So good.
It's the peak of the movie. Just Kelson in his incredibly empathetic and matter-of-fact wisdom versus this Arrested Development child who thinks he's the son of Satan, who's crazy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't approach him as anything other than with empathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the most fascinating fucking thing in the world. Because even Jimmy is like, I like you.
Yeah.
Because no one's ever just afforded me empathy. I thought I had to make everyone afraid.
Yeah.
Like, that was just so fucking fascinating. Whenever you want to get into spoilers, I think this is worth seeing. And
1,000%.
you made the comparison of the whole bloody affair. To me, this is more like Volume 1 and 2. Because while I think Volume 1 is very important to Volume 2's effectiveness, I will revisit and I will cherish Volume 2 in ways that I won't even consider Volume 1. I just, like, this is really cool. This is really enjoyable. I love that bit of it. This is a fucking masterpiece that riffs on that.
Yeah.
And that's how I'll feel about these movies. Because other than Spike as a character, what's in the first one that is absolutely material to this one just working?
This one existing?
Just working.
Nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
It's really just the connection
it's
between
just
Spike and Kelson. That's
Kelson.
it.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Spike and Kelson, like
So-
introducing Kelson and his whole philosophy and even like how he approaches the infected with empathy and all that. Yeah.
That is the only thing that is carried over to any kind of weight in this, and that was my favorite part.
Although I do love the stuff between Spike and his mother in the first
Yeah.
one. Like, there's a lot to love, I think, in the first one. But yeah, but also I think this makes that better. This makes me appreciate that more.
Retroactively, like, hot take.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049 makes Blade Runner a better movie.
I love
Fight me,
49.
internet.
I love it.
Oh, they will.
We should get into spoilers for 28 years later, The Bone Temple from 2026, starting now. What spoilers do we have? So much dong.
Saint Nick.
Lots of pee-pee. So I usually don't get physically ill in movies.
Ugh.
This movie made me queasy twice.
Filleting people,
Filleting people,
Shirting?
living people,
shirting people.
giving them charity.
Giving them the charity of shirting? Or
Just the beginning
pantsing?
with the kid bleeding out.
Right in the...
That
mhm.
started. I knew where that was going to go as soon as like he stepped on the knife and he was at his knees. I was like, oh, there's going to be a femoral artery stab. And then he stabbed him in the leg and then he pulled it out. And I think I literally, I didn't mean to, but I just out loud was like, yep. Like,
Mhm.
I was like, oh,
There's a lot of, like that. That made me queasy, and then the charity made me queasy too. But it was just so well done.
Yeah.
It didn't feel gratuitous at all.
Yeah.
It felt horrifying.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything fun about it.
Mm-mm.
Because a lot of times extreme violence is cathartic and fun.
Yeah.
This wasn't cathartic or fun.
No. Real brutal.
I am, while I get it, and that's fine. There's a lot of things introduced in the first movie that are absolutely not touched in any way, shape, or form in this movie.
Like the
The
village?
baby, the father,
Yeah.
I was
so much stuff, and then also I don't have an idea of how much time has passed,
Yeah.
and they are all on the same island. Is Dad looking for him?
Right.
Do we ever get like?
I
there's
think
so much
that's
shit
coming
happening.
in part 3.
Cool, not made yet, so maybe it'll never happen.
Yeah.
So
plot hole. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
honestly, no. Wait, a little bit though, because they made such a big deal about the baby.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if we're gonna play this game, I think the baby, whether or not we ever see it again, starts to broach the conversation of these infected are still beings, like human beings. And while they are beset upon by this disease, they are still able to function in a certain way. And I think that starts the conversation with the doctor here and how he cures Samson, even if only momentarily, if only for like the
Yeah,
day or
I
whatever.
wonder whatever that's like, how that's going to translate, because so the movie is indicating Samson's progress for me visually through the amount of scars on his face, like they are allowed to heal for a little while, but also him adopting a cloth.
Yeah.
The more
All of a sudden he's
sane
wearing
he is, he's wearing a cloth.
Yeah.
When he gets revealed at the end, he's not wearing anything and covered in blood. So I think, he's reinfected. But then he still shows up and protects Kelson's body. So there's something there. I don't know if he's cured. I don't know if it's...
Didn't he speak at the end?
No. What?
No.
No.
I thought he said
The la-
thank you.
He said thank you to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But was that
He said
after
thank
he
you.
was after he was dead?
He said thank you, Kelson. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
So
does
then
thank
maybe
him
he's not...
at the end.
Yeah.
Maybe he's... I mean, that's not how psychotics work.
Right.
Antipsychotics work.
I took it
But-
as it hasn't come down yet.
Maybe.
But when he comes down, he's going to be old Samson again.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it is a weird...
Opposed to old Greg.
Oh, Greg.
However, if it's...
Did we drink Bailey's out of a shoe?
If it's a
got me.
purely... If it's actually just an infection and not a degenerative neurological disorder, maybe one treatment of antipsychotics does break him of a fever, but that's hooey-fooey bullshit. The whole thing, too, is that, like, because I guess the infected, they weren't born with these psychosis. Can they just be cured of them, or does it follow the same rules as people with psychosis?
Psychosis. Yeah.
I don't know. But I also don't think that's the point whatsoever. And I don't think that these movies are going to end with and then we share our knowledge with the outside world. Nope. Nothing will ever come of this other than what they learn in their bubble, because we know from the outside world that they do not care and they will never.
They've sealed
care.
off the islands. And
Yeah.
They're just waiting for everyone to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
I think this was just an arc for Kelson.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who gives a shit and tries and makes headway and then, dies.
I didn't read too far into it, but I did read, of course, that it's obviously an allegory not only for mental health but also addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Him being like, there's nothing wrong with like letting go, kind of a thing, and you shouldn't be judged on what you're afflicted with, and et cetera, et cetera. It's really good stuff.
It's just there's so many beautiful conversations. I really, when I came home and told Sushan, I was like, you should probably see this one.
I talk.
Don't let the last 3 minutes of the last one disturb you. Perturb you.
My wife
My wife.
doesn't like these movies, or zombie. She's got a lot of dislikes in regards to like this genre.
Sure.
I talked her. I was like, "Are you ever going to see this?" She was like, "No." So I talked through the whole first movie for her, and she was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll see it eventually." She wanted to know about this one, so I started talking to her about it. When I was talking through this one, she usually will just keep doing what she's doing and be like, "Oh, that's interesting." She stopped and turned around and was just like, "And then what?" And that happened. Like, so this is more. This
That's
is not
great.
a zombie movie.
Yeah.
This is something more and big,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
Well, it does. For people who aren't a fan of horror, though, it's going to take you to task. I think.
There are
Yeah.
two
Those two scenes in the
very,
barn
very hard
and in the
sequences.
pool
Yeah.
were very hard scenes.
I think it's far more disgusting than any of the other 28s.
Yeah.
What got me with the barn scene when they were hanging and like they were alive for
Yeah.
a while. Like
Yep.
they had no skin, and you could.
I think
see
they were alive
still
until they were
alive.
on fire.
They were alive, and it was. People always assume with my job I don't get grossed out or queasy with things.
I just got to chill from it, thinking of it.
Living people in pain I cannot do. That's one of the reasons why I decided not to go to med school. I was like, I can't. Living people in pain freaks me. Like I can't handle it. So like watching that, hearing them, I was like, oh, this is a rough one. I was like, this is rough. And then, yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, it was rough.
Very much related to Spike when he ran out of the barn and puked on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were even some of the other Jimmies were puking in there.
Yeah.
You saw them. I was like, even they don't like this. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough.
Good stuff.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Really great.
Do you want a third movie?
I don't need one, especially with the reveal at the end here. I think it wraps it up kind of nicely.
Yeah,
I feel like, we've got Cillian Murphy. God,
I was going to ask you if you wanted to spoil it, but
we're in spoilers,
Spoilers.
baby. Cillian Murphy showing up with his daughter.
Still.
I was a little sad that Serena?
I don't know, Naomi.
Yes. Selena, I think is her name.
Naomi last time.
was not there. I was hoping she would still be there.
Yeah.
And she wasn't, but her daughter is. And maybe she was out getting milk. Who knows?
We assume
Yeah. But
that's her daughter.
I think you could
Naomi
just
Harris.
end it here. Like if we don't get a third one, it's not like, oh my God, we had a cliffhanger. I can't believe it.
Why I think you get ended here is because of his last line. That's it.
Of course.
Of course we do.
Yeah, like, do we
That's-
help them? Of course we do.
That's the other thing. Besides
it.
being beautiful, the movie has something to say about where we are now. And besides empathy and life and death and all that other sort of stuff, I forgot about that. The very last line.
That's all
do
that
we help them? Of course.
I honestly do not think we need a third movie. Like, I'll see it. This was great.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need a third movie because
You
it
could end it.
literally brought the original characters where they are now, and they had the button on what you should take away from this.
Mm-hmm.
Do we help them? He has everything to lose.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about, I'm going to keep saying Selena. I think that's her name from the original movie.
Yes.
And how she was very much don't help anybody. As soon as you're close to anybody, they will get infected and you're on the chopping block. Because that's what happened with her previous boyfriend.
Friend, boy, yeah, whatever. It
Well,
was.
no, boyfriend, I believe. And then the friend that you meet in the beginning of the movie, she immediately just chops him up. So, it's a perfect capper, I think, for the whole series.
Mhm.
Yeah, they really
Think so,
wrapped
too.
up nicely. And Nia DaCosta did an excellent job.
Yeah, this movie's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
better
a really
than the
shame
last
it's
one.
not making money.
Yeah, go see it. Go see 28 Years Later,
Go
The Bone
see it.
Temple
1000%
in the
go see
theater.
it. Yes.
It's such a
It's beautiful in the theaters.
interesting film.
The beautiful shots of like the moon and the moon. We see the moon and like
Mhm.
shots of the Bone Temple in the sky. Oh my god!
I love that we got
want
that.
to go
I-
to the Bone Temple.
I love that we got Samson's
Guys.
backstory. I love that he was.
on the train.
Well, that's his last cogent memory.
Yeah.
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 He doesn't have his ticket.
Okay, we'll wrap up, but obviously we have to talk about the Iron Maiden sequence.
Oh, so gnarly.
And the
He
only
goes for it.
the only thing this movie is missing, the only thing, is on his wall of pictures, maybe just one of him in a play, because
Yeah.
this motherfucker has theatricality
Yeah.
sweating out of his pores.
Yeah.
Dude.
Because that wasn't the ask.
Mhm.
The ask was probably like, "Hey, say these three things." Gotcha.
Yeah.
And Kelson was just like, I mean, I haven't performed in decades.
Finally, an audience.
Yeah, just fucking goes hog.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, he's crawling through things and
Look, that's the poster I
fire.
saw.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
this movie is
Yeah.
going to be amazing.
not even like, oh, look at me singing. He goes and does a fucking fire dance.
Yeah.
At
He
the,
does
like,
a fire
so
dance.
cool.
He
Even-
lights it on fire. He blows drugs in their face.
Yeah.
The fact that even so these kids don't even need that much, and even Jimmy's just like, oh fuck, this is awesome.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
killing it, bud.
Yeah, dude, you're crushing it.
Yeah.
And then he steps too far.
But I also love the acting of Jimmy. Jimmy one. What's his name? Jimmy
Jimmy Crystal.
Jimmy Crystal.
Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal.
Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. Explaining what he is asking permission from him for with him and his fingers, and all of the havoc and the violence that he's asking for permission for. And Kelson you can see it
In his eyes.
in his eyes of like, this was fun, but fuck. Yeah, I can't do this.
And
Well,
he says
he-
yes at first, but then
he
he sees
could.
Spike.
Yeah,
But then he's
He recognizes Spike and he looks at him, and then he's like, "All right, one last thing.
Well, it's
Crucify
not even
yourself."
just about Spike. It's these are all villains that I know have done this thing or are going to continue to do this with my permission or not. But I know this boy, and he is a victim of them, and now it's just going to be more and more victims of them. Not just to be victimized, to become the victimizers.
Yeah.
It was really good.
a cycle,
really, really
of,
good.
cycle of violence
Yeah.
perpetrating on.
It was so
each
good.
other.
And even at the end when Spike's holding him when he's dying, he's like, "You could have we would have just left. Like, why did you say more?" And he's like, "Because I saw it was you." And
Well, no,
he's like,
you've suffered enough.
you've suffered enough. Yeah.
He's so excellent in this movie.
Yeah.
Everybody is. I think my favorite was it Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
Is that his
Jack
name?
O'Connell.
As Jimmy, he's so good, man. He's so electric, and I can't take my eyes off him. He's so good.
Way he casually delivers the most brutal lines.
Yeah.
Like when he was talking to Ian Kelson, they're having a nice conversation by the water, and he's like, "All right, you're gonna do something for me."
Yeah.
We're in a
He's like, we're both in a bit of a bind.
Yeah.
I'm in a bit of a bind because they think you're Saint Nick, and you're in a bit of a bind because if you don't do this, I'm going to take out your intestines and like just
Strangle
like
you with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I was like,
I liked
I believe him.
I liked him in the farmhouse scene or not the farmhouse, the kitchen of the farmhouse scene. He's just talking about the Teletubbies with
They
the
got
TVs on their tums.
TVs on their tums.
Yeah.
And they
but
wash
then
themselves in
but
their
then it was
TVs on
just
their
like, are you
tums.
gonna leave? Like, of course. After we kill you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
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 so good. All of it.
Yeah. He's
do
so
you
great.
think we're gonna see the woman who got away again, or do you think she was just? Because I 100% fell for the thing, like, oh, she's gonna take.
She's gonna
Spike,
take Spike with her.
I think her function was to
kicks him in the balls and leaves.
Yeah.
I was like, I
Well,
mean,
Shit. All right. Valid.
I think it was important to show that we know Spike, but from the outside world's perspective, he is
he's a
the
Jimmy.
villain. He's a Jimmy. So it would have rang untrue if she was like, I see in your eyes, you're like,
You're
I
just
just
a boy.
watched your group flay
Fillet
my
friend.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Pass. I think her function is, if she shows up again, member berries, but I think her function in the plot is over. She got away. Yeah.
You know, you were talking right before you split. You were talking about 28 Years Later, Part 1, and how the first half hour or so, or the first third, you were just
it was
like,
just
I don't know why we're here. I felt similarly about the beginning of this movie, where I was like, this feels so overly violent and nihilistic and dark and crusty, and I don't know why we're here. And then, as it keeps going and it becomes more and more about something, I really locked into that. But I do remember thinking the same sort of thing of like, I don't know, man, this just seems like just violence for violence sake.
The only thing I'll counter is that this was a new something.
Yeah.
I've seen hunting in the apocalypse 1,000 times. This was at least, I'm following engaging psychopaths.
Yeah.
And we'll see
But
what
I mean,
happens.
I've also seen this in like The Walking Dead. You know, the people in The Walking Dead are awful, right? Like Negan. Like I've seen
but I haven't
these
seen-
types of characters
I
before.
haven't seen cartoonish cults.
No. Yeah.
That's what it was. It was
Jimmy
fascinating to
Savile,
me. Yeah,
Savile?
that was what was fascinating to me. Not the creating groups that terrorize other groups in the apocalypse. He had a whole system of the cult and believes it himself.
That
so like
was
that was
another
like
thing.
okay, like his. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. What were you saying?
The fact that he was just scared to meet his father,
Yes.
and then relieved that it wasn't his father, but then
Yes.
also because this would have for him it would have crushed one of two things: you are my dad, and where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
Or you're not, and this is like he had so many truths that could have been shattered.
Yeah.
And that fear was palpable. I'm like, this is interesting as fuck.
And at first I thought, oh, go ahead. You
No. I thought he was bullshitting the whole time.
That's what I was, yeah.
And so when he had that moment where he's like, oh, my heart's beating out of my chest, I thought I was about to meet my dad. And I was like, oh,
he's for real.
He's for real.
Yeah.
Thinks he's hearing voices for real in his head that he thinks are coming from Satan.
Especially because
was
of the
like-
scene where he's looking through the binoculars.
Yeah, because he's like,
and he's
Is
playing them.
is that Saint Nick?
Yeah.
That's Saint
Like,
Nick.
I'm
I was like,
bullshitting.
oh, he's just bullshitting them so he can have a cult.
Yes.
And be insane. And I was
I
like, nope,
I came down the same path.
He's hearing things.
I did. I remembered he's the kid at the very beginning of the first
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
But him kind of recanting it from his perspective of, oh yeah, my father, the vicar, was leading the undead
Yep.
Yeah.
through the town because he was spreading the good word. Like,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, I'd believe that
Makes
too.
sense. Yep.
Yeah, if that was the last thing that I was kind of taught and or learned before everything went to absolute shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if his
Yeah.
mom and sister had gone to the church too, they would have been saved. But yeah. So that moment, that reveal where he's like, you realize, I like realized it with Dr. Kelson. I was like, oh.
Even the
He's like, he speaks to
genuine
you.
sadness at
Yeah.
the end where he's like, I can't hear them anymore.
I can't hear him anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I hear him? You know, the
And then
voices.
he sees Samson and thinks Samson's the devil.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, what an awesome film. I was
So
really
great.
surprised at how potent this was.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys thought of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, or any of the 28 things, 28 time periods.
Send us 28 emails.
That's right. Also, let us know what your favorite zombie or infected movie is, to go back to
And
Noel's
why-
question.
Why isn't it Shaun of the Dead?
It is Shaun of the Dead. That's the best one. Yeah, email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Join us here next Wednesday. It'll
No
be
idea.
me and Noel talking about some stuff. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Let us know what you think we should do next week. Alice will not be here. We have no plan as of yet.
Yeah.
If there's something you want us to check out, we will see if we can do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Are we done?
Yeah, I think
All
we
right.
did it.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Bye.
Young John!